Before I get into this actual video, I want to clear something up. I got a D1 scholarship offer from a small NIA school in Arizona, as well as interest from an NCAA D3 school in New York. I'm not trying to cap and say I turned on a full ride scholarship from Duke or a big fan in Jacksonville. That's it. Enjoy the video. That video was correct. I turned on a D1 soccer scholarship, but this video was not meant to be sad or anything. Like, it was a tough decision for sure. I went back and forth a whole load of times, but ultimately my decision came down to three main factors. First factor was faculty. For those of you that don't know, an undergraduate course in the US is 4 years, whereas in the UK it's only 3. I'm a firm believer that time is one of, if not the most valuable currency we have as humans. So when it came time to make my final decision, I just couldn't see myself committing to a course abroad that I could do at home in less time. Also, I'm currently starting doing my master's, and I just don't see myself, 23 and fresh out of uni. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with that, and you could argue that it's only 1 extra year, because that is what I tried to tell myself. But when it was time for push to come to shove, I just couldn't see myself committing to it. The next factor is finance. I got offered a partial athletic scholarship, which meant that a decent amount of my tuition would have been paid off by the school. Me and the coach had talked about ways that I'd be able to pay off the rest of the tuition in, small, sizable amounts. That really wasn't an issue to me. The issue was that if I had accepted the offer, I would have likely had to work a part-time job. And that wouldn't have really been an issue either, if I wasn't balancing school, football, adapting to a new country, content creation, amongst other things. I still believe I could have done it, but only if I really wanted to. And right now, at least, I don't want to. Third factor is faith. If you saw my last video, then you probably know how important faith was for me during that process. By the start of this year, I really started talking to God every day, asking for some sort of confirmation on where to go and what to do. It's weird because it's not something I can really describe or put into words, but as soon as I got the offer, something just fell off. I tried to ignore it at first. I told myself that it was just nerves, but no matter how hard I tried, the feeling wouldn't go away. By the time I called the coach, my mind was pretty much all the way made up. I still tried to go into the call with an open mind, but by the time, we got to talking and I started asking questions, everything was pretty clear. Sometimes I think I like the idea of being seen as a college athlete more than actually being one. All those day in the life videos, those Nick in the Cut type videos. I think I was slightly blinded by the allure of the glitz and glam of American sports, while slightly ignoring probably the less glamorous reality. Still, whether I went for it or not, that time would have passed, so I can't say I regret any of it. I'm not really sure what's next, especially in terms of football. So I'm just gonna do what I can do and leave the rest to God.